for 2025 in our collaboration today with Luxury Promise. I'm here in sunny Florida for the winter, so I'll be doing my shows from the sunny South, or at least I hope sunny South this winter. Thank you for joining me. For those of you who don't know, hi Joshua. Our first show of 2025, Happy New Year to everybody. For those of you who don't know me, I've been in the jewelry world for 2.5 decades, and I really enjoy teaching people about collecting signed vintage jewelry, just about collecting jewelry in a way that is thought-provoking, creating your own individual style, and really wanting people to end up with an array of jewelry that if they ever grow tired of, they won't feel like they have a drawer full of junk one day. That they'll actually have things that will hold value, and where to have sort of, a balance of buying jewelry that will retain, fair value to it versus those impulse purchases we all want to have when we're, out traveling on holiday, which everyone's just getting back from. I hope everyone had a lovely holiday. We'll see who's even around to tune in today, maybe from the beach. So anyway, as always, Joshua will give you the purchase instructions in terms of credit card and pay over time up to, I think it's 20,000 British pounds that you can set up a pay over time. And today I have a nice selection of signed vintage jewelry. I'm actually gearing up. There's a big show coming up in Miami, so hopefully the next show I'm actually going to do a special on all things Bulgari. And today we have what I put together is an array of modern and signed jewelry that it's also a little bit about how it all styles well together. So as you see from Joshua, you can pay with a major debit, credit card, Apple Pay, Google Pay, split payments, interest-free over 6 months for up to 20,000 pounds. And with that, I will get started and share with you the first piece of jewelry I'm excited to show today, because who doesn't like meaningful charm bracelets? I have this beautiful Gucci ASC 5514. It's almost like if you took even one of the charms off on this Gucci bracelet, you could have like a whole neck. You could have, someone could make 6 different necklaces out of this, because the charms on this are so beautiful. This is ASC 5514, and it's our Gucci 18 karat multi-stone charm bracelet, and you can see the Gucci motif. It's got on each of the charms. Really a beautiful piece for those of you who love charm bracelets. You have the beautiful malachite here, and tiger's eye, and sugalite tablet. It's it's really a classic, because think about when this was made, probably in the 1980s, and how relevant it is today for those of you who like collecting charms and all things that, have meaning to it. I love the Gucci motif on it. It's got such a cool retro vibe to it. You see the little bee design on there? Anyway, this one measures about 7.5 inches. Each charm on here is 1.25 inches. So again, like if you bought this charm bracelet, I would even make, one or two of the charms detachable so that you could wear them off of, or what about putting a gold extender chain? I'm going to take this off. I think that's an even better idea. You know how you all have gold chain at home? How cool would this be if you actually turned this into a charm necklace and you added a little of your gold extender chain from another necklace in the back, and you have like this really cool necklace now also. So I like to look at things as having multi-utility. So you can either wear it as a necklace, you could wear it as a bracelet. I actually think it's really cool to wear it as a necklace as well. And you have the circular link So it's, you know, a beautiful just gold link bracelet on its own before they even added the charms. Again, 7.5 inches, but you could, has like a nice closure on it. You could hook it in a couple of places on here. It gives you a little adjustability so that if you were wanting to make it a little bit shorter, it's easy to put on. It's a good one. Anyway, I just thought I'd start with a cool, you know, not so often found fine jewelry from Gucci, because, you know, they have an array of fine jewelry and faux jewelry. This one happens to be 18 karat gold. And, you know, moving from the Italian jewelry story, it kind of leads me into another favorite, which is our snake serpente lariat necklace, ASC 5186. And it's kind of all, like, it's a great story together. Like, I would love the bracelet on, and then, you know, this is really a fan favorite. I sell them and then I just reorder them because it's so classic. It's classic, but it's so, you know, of the moment stylish. It's a serpente, but you can wear it up high if you're wearing, you know, an outfit that calls for like that long lariat effect, you can see, or you can wear it down low depending on your outfit. It's a great, you know, you can add layers to it, but this is ASC 5186, and you have the adjustable tubagas on here. The length of this is probably about, you know, 36 inches to the bottom. So I really love it when it's up tight at the neck also. It's just super, it's a sexy piece. And again, timeless. So when I show modern contemporary jewelry, I usually bring pieces on that, you know, while not inexpensive, they're things that are going to stand the test of time. Sort of like you buy it, you wear it so much you don't even feel bad that you've spent more money on it because you're actually getting such enjoyment from it versus, you know, buying something really trendy that you get enjoyment out of it for a year and then you never want to see it again. So I like that you can also do other things with this, that you can layer it. Like I would then move into putting a little choker on with it. We have ASC 5502, which is my friend Fern Freeman's white enamel, and like when in Florida, get back in the mode for some summer fun jewelry. But look what a great layer this is together. So this is ASC 5502, Joshua. And what I'm kind of doing is I'm going to move through a collection of pieces, but sort of put them on and show how each piece stands alone. Again, like if I had no lariat on today, I wore something like this with a bathing suit cover up yesterday to, you know, to a club, and it was, you know, just simple, chic, great standalone. Like each piece that you buy should stand alone. I don't believe in buying, like you buy one piece and you know you need to keep adding to it before it's gonna look good. Everything should always stand alone that you buy, but then work well together in your closet. So just to show you this piece up close, because it's really a favorite, you have white enamel, and then you have these 18 karat gold and diamond segments in between. I'm gonna actually pull it up a little closer, turn the camera around just so you can see the segments in here, or maybe not see the segments. There you go. You can see the diamond work. I mean, this is a beautiful, very couture piece of jewelry made by my friend Fern Freeman that she sells, and we're able to always bring her pieces for a little less than retail to the market, so that's always fun as well. But you can see the construction. It has the flexible, so very comfortable on your neck. It crosses over in the back, so you have a lot of room, you know, that it's not going to feel like, you know, the one thing people don't like is when things feel like a choker on them. So, you know, it's very comfortable, it's thin, it's just, you know, a super cool layer, and we can also order it in black. If you prefer black, some people want things that, you know, you can wear a lot of. So you can do this in white enamel or black enamel, but again, like I love this whole layer together right as it is now. And then to add another, idea, I would take off the Serpente necklace and I would add ASC 5386, which is, my favorite Crivelli. I show this a lot because again, I show these pieces a lot because I sell one, I replace it. That's how much I stand behind and love these pieces because they stand the test of time. If you take timeless elements such as curb chain and a diamond mariner link, think about all the different, this to you, does this not read Gucci right here? When you see this mariner link, you see Gucci necklaces of this link all the way around. So this necklace has been used by all the design houses over the years. Hi, Rena. We're showing my favorite necklace. We're in sunny southern Florida for the winter, so we're going back to some white enamel and mariner link today. But as I was saying, I will always sell and replace this item and keep this in my arsenal because it is a foundational piece. And when you put it on, the first way, I had on your other necklace that you liked when I started the show, Rena, it lines up beautifully. Again, I'll take the choker off just so you can see that, my motto is everything stands alone but can be worn together. And then if I stand up, you can see the length of the chain here. And then it's adjustable up and down. You can also wear it another way, which again, I love to show utility and versatility. I can't stop thinking about wearing that Gucci bracelet now as a necklace. I think that would be super cool to make it a necklace, and then it becomes really like a statement necklace. But look how beautiful this is when you lariat the other way. You have a whole different look to this necklace. So again, you can wear it long, you can adjust it depending on what you're wearing. You have the length of the chain, but I'm now going to show you just the beautiful pave work that Crivelli does. I'm sorry I also sound a little stuffy today because I've been getting better from a cold. Yes, I unfortunately did get sick over the holidays. Just turn this around. I just want you to see how beautiful, beautiful, beautiful the diamond pave work is. Crivelli really only uses the best goods, EF, VS color stones. And, you can really see the workmanship in this necklace. So I just wanted to share that with you. But again, another way to layer when you have, I'm really into the different levels of necklaces depending on where your starting point should be. So for some people, this should be the first starting point and then build down, or this is their only, it really depends on your visual. But I love to build the layers from a choker to a next layer here and then something sort of coming down. We put this back on and add to this story. We have on the necklace, and now I can add on ASC 5371. We need a nice pair of, again, a little fresher take on the diamond hoop. We have these Crivelli, you see the pave work on the inside and the outside. It's ASC 5371. And here's a fresh take on diamond hoops. It's not the round, it's not the oval. And what I love about the workmanship of Crivelli is they angle their earrings so that every earring has a right and a left. So especially because, people's ears, one can be a little flatter than the other. It just really helps them sit beautifully on the ear. So now I have an Italian story on and I'm ready to go out. And, I think this is a classic but very fresh jewelry story that, again, will stand the test of time when you're mixing in contemporary pieces. I think really staying out of the commercially made jewelry and just getting a couple, right? It's attention to detail, Rena. It's easy to do and buy commercial, crappy jewelry. But for me, I'd rather have one nice piece than, four, crappy pieces that I'm going to hate in not that long. And now I can say that because, in my age, my later 50s now, I've kind of seen it all. And I've seen, a lot of women pretty frustrated with a lot of their jewelry choices and things they'd like to not own anymore and monetize to buy things they might enjoy now. But yeah, it just makes it more finished. We can order the earring if some people would like to take the price of the earring down a bit. You can get the earring as well, just with the diamonds on the front. So I totally invite you to reach out to me on Instagram. It's at Amy Segal Jewellery. Mine is sort of an unusual platform with Luxury Promise. It's not sort of a, hit the send button in that moment, but gratefully it's been, we've had a lovely year business-wise with Luxury Promise last year. But most of my business is done post-show because people, it is expensive jewelry and people want to take the time to FaceTime with me, to look at things closely and to really understand what it is they're purchasing. So I always invite you to come connect with me either through, you can always reach out to Luxury Promise, they'll connect us, or through my Instagram at Amy Segal Jewellery, and I'm happy to get on a WhatsApp FaceTime call with you, and we can really take a much closer look at the jewelry, because again, it's a personal decision. It's, these things do cost money, and my biggest pride is knowing people haven't made a mistake. I really pride myself in people making good choices for themselves. So the next item that I would add on to this story that is a huge hit in New York, I'm waiting for it to become, we had some success with it when I first brought it out in May with Sabrina, but this is really an item that's doing exceptionally well for me in the States, and it's ASC 4987. It's my Illusion Set Diamond Tennis Necklace. And when this necklace is on, it looks like the white gold, I have one in white gold and yellow because for those of you who really want it to look like it's really an important diamond tennis necklace and a lot more than it is, you get the white gold. Because this could actually be someone's dress necklace. And when I call it illusion, the illusion is that there's only diamonds around the front of this necklace, but it gives this illusion of a very important diamond tennis necklace. And I'll show you what I mean by illusion. It's 14 karat white gold. This one, the length is 16 inches. We can order them in 18 inches if you need a longer length also. But I'm gonna give you a close up from the back. Sabrina taught me to do that. So you can see where the illusion begins and ends. There we go. So you can see the stones, and then you start to see sort of just the etched gold. But if you look in the front here, you see the stones. So because we finished the whole necklace, and the bezels go all the way around, originally, I was inspired because the original one I saw, they did these bezels all the way around, and then they just sort of did ball chain to finish it. And it kind of looked like what it was. I'm not someone who likes diamond eternity bands that are halfway around. You either finish it or don't do it. I feel sort of the same way with a diamond tennis necklace. You either make it look finished or don't do it. Halfway is, well, it's halfway. But look how beautiful it looks on. It really has the impact of something that's way more expensive. And it's another great layering pieces. And as I said, the girls in New York are actually wearing like 3 of them at one time. So this one's a total of 2.06 carats of diamonds. It's about 26 grams of gold here. And just to show you what like layering looks like, we can add ASC 5139 as well. And then we have a yellow gold version, a little smaller version. And these are our graduating. Also, just as I didn't mention before, you you have graduating from the largest bezels being in the front to smaller around the back. This one's a total of 1.6 carats. It's also a 16-inch length chain. And I love mixed metals together, and I love how they look together. You just start to layer them on, and then I would add a gold chain to it, and you have look, you have a whole story going on here. That's a different kind of a look than I've shown before, which is a lot about, a gold chain story. So there are a lot of people who love sparkle. So this is a great way to get a lot of look for the money. We got to throw some of those in there because I know I have a lot of things that are a lot of money for the look as well. So, but the signed vintage world, it's sort of become a sport out there. I would say in December, just veering off because you know how much I love chokers. For those of you who've tuned in before, I pretty much sold through every Marina Bee choker and Bulgari choker I had over the holidays. So now I'm on the hunt. If anybody has one that they're looking to sell that they're no longer enjoying, please also reach out to me because we are looking for new ones. So this one is ASC. It's funny, I didn't think this was the cushion one, but they're both in the same price range, so it doesn't matter. The yellow gold. This is actually the graduating tennis necklace. ASC 5139. It seems the numbers might have gotten messed up a little bit, but you can see how well the pieces layer together. And what I'm kind of showing you as I leave the jewelry on, as I keep moving to the next piece, is how everything sort of just works together. But if I were to take this off and just have a day where I'm going out and all I want is my necklace, that's all you really need. It looks great on skin, on a black sweater with a blouse, as I'm wearing sort of a shirt dress today. It all works together. So while we're finishing up really the contemporary side of things, I obviously feel like I need to add my little white choker back on, but I love Fern Freeman's domed multi-band ring. It's ASC 5490. So I get stopped in this ring everywhere because everybody, when it's on my finger, they're like, how many different rings is that you have stacked on? It really looks like a stack. So basically you buy one ring and you've already got a ring stack. We make these to order. So while this one is probably, feels like a size 7, and it consists of about 2.64 carats of diamonds. There's 7 rows of bands here. It's funny, I'm looking and seeing that my assistant Vika marked it as 1970s, which I'm laughing, clearly a typo because this is modern and contemporary. But again, it mixes. Like if I had a Bulgari necklace on right now or Cartier, I love the timelessness of the look of this jewelry that is modern that will work also with my vintage pieces. So just to give you a little close-up, I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see this. And again, all you need to do is know your ring size. Look at this band. I mean, I literally get stopped all the time. It's kind of become a talk piece for me. So I'm glad to have my own that I live and love in, and I'm happy that I can, that I'm able to share it here with you. You do have to have a little bit of a long finger for this. I won't say it's for, people with short fingers, but, it's, again, do you need another ring after this? It's such a statement piece on its own, and it sort of just works with everything I have on. And, that's sort of why I'm leaving the pieces on as I move on to the next thing to show you how it just all sort of works together. Even when I go and add my modern wave bracelet, which is ASC 5379. And again, on the Fern Freeman ring, this one is a size 7, but we make them to order. So, if you wanted it in white or rose gold as well, I'm sure that could be done special order. Just reach out to me. And again, a lot of this, selling of the jewelry that we discuss here today is done after the shows and in between shows. So I really welcome you to, join me and let me know what it is you're looking for or the things that you're interested in seeing or hearing about. I am going to prepare, I think, in 2 weeks from now to do an all Bulgari event because Bulgari is very hot right now. Maybe we'll have a little Marina Bee in with it, but I'm hoping to sweep up also some additionally beautiful new Bulgari at an upcoming show in Miami in January. So that's exciting. Looking forward to that as well. And we have the wave bracelet, which is ASC 5379, which I'm gonna show you next. So this is 18 karat gold and it's pretty solid. It's 37 grams of gold. And the reason being is that I made it so that you can add diamonds to it, you can stack them, but if you look at high jewelry right now, I know, thank you, is it Ray? The stacking ring's really good. And you don't even have to stack them on, one at a time. A lot of times when there's like a lot of different rings on the fingers, it gets wet, it gets dirty. You have a nice domed ring here with a beautiful opening in the back so it's comfortable to wear. I mean, this has really been a very popular, and she didn't make, this isn't a new design for her. I'd say she created this design 2 years ago, but again, when there's a good design and it stays relevant and it feels timeless, I don't really love pieces that, that was 1974, or, well, I would say now that it's 2024, like I don't buy prints in clothes that are so in that moment because then you don't want to wear them the next year. So this is a great stacking ring. Yes, really modern and classic. And again, like adding another modern and classic piece, the reason I'm making these wave bracelets, and I'm actually going to make the next one to have sort of a texture like a Van Cleef & Arpels earring, is because if you look at high jewelry right now, what any of the big designers are doing, whether it's Anna Curry or Fernando George or Nicolas Soule, I mean, it's all about adding a wave to all the straight lines. I mean, the necklaces all have a wave in them. Bracelets have a wave. Belle Perrone, I think, is a big inspiration for me. I love, they have a wider version of a modern wave, 2 bracelets together that with a great textured finish on it. So I see, you can see the inspiration with these textured finishes off of vintage that are being brought into modern jewelry as well. But when you have on, say, look, here's a straight line and you add a wave to it, it just changes the whole, it sort of modernizes the whole look. I'm sure many of you already have stacks of bracelets now that you love and that you wear. And I think adding the modern wave to it, we're actually working on an ear cuff also. You add this to your stack and you've sort of now elevated your stack for the next, for the next decade. It's about the wave. So moving on to add to another to my beautiful modern wave bracelet is one of my most exceptionally favorite finds, which is this Hermes bracelet. The chain d'encre. I'm the worst with pronunciation, so anyone feel free to, if you could talk here, I wouldn't mind the help. But this is 18 karat gold fine jewelry. This is Hermes. I've never seen this toggle bracelet before. I've seen the smaller links, the more traditional ones you see from Hermes, and the ones from, George L'Enfant for Hermes. I've seen that, but I haven't seen just these 2 big links together, weighing in literally at 120 grams of gold. So this is hefty, signed Hermes with French assay marks. And, if you have something like this, talk about like the collectability of Hermes. This is a hugely collectible piece of signed jewelry. I would say you can't have a tiny wrist for this bracelet. I'm a small wrist, I can wear it. I'd say a regular size wrist to, you could have a little bit larger wrist. Oh, you can't hear? You know what, I'm so happy you're on, Hillary, and that you said that you can't hear because I'm gonna up the volume. Tell me, is that better? Can you hear now? Joshua, can you hear? Anyway, I'm showing one of my favorite bracelets, Hillary, along with the Modern Wave bracelet. And this is Hermes signed, 18 karat. And again, at 120 ounces of gold, really hard to come by, a bracelet like this. I have, in the 2.5 decades of business, I've never seen this one before. So it's pretty exciting. And look how beautifully they look together. I mean, it's all about, you know, uncontrived stacks. This would look really good with Hillary's Aldo nail bracelet. Might need a wave bracelet eventually. I think that would look good together. So nice that you came on today. Hillary's a friend and a client of mine from New York, and we're all down in Florida for the winter. Anyway, I increased the volume, so there we go. And now you can see, just, you know, like, look, an uncontrived collection of cool, timeless pieces that you can wear a lot of different ways. And I keep leaving on the last pieces so that you can see how it all sort of works together. So, anyway, maybe you come be my guest host next time, Hillary. I need some hosts here with me in Florida during the holidays. Yes, it's going to be fun. We're going to be down in Florida all winter, so we will have lots of different locations I'll be showing jewelry from. No, you're the cutest, Hillary. Anyway, I'm so happy you're here. And if we move on to the next item, does anyone need any more information about this bomb other than the bombshell for the collector? Just so you can see it up close, it's really a beauty. Again, timeless investment, never going out of style. Only like Hermes can do it. So my next favorite piece is ASC 5100, which is Marina B from her Cardan collection. I guess I should probably take off a few of these items so we can see what we're looking at next. But when I get my hands on any of these Cardan necklaces from Marina B, it's really, again, you know, you can go out and buy different necklaces, but you can't find something like this that really starts to also build on your own personal style so that you're wearing something that not everybody else is wearing. And this is carnelian onyx, but what's beautiful about this is, you know, Marina B wanted to find a way to change the look of pearls being strung by string, you know, and drilling through the pearl and actually stringing. So she created this claw-like setting that sort of holds the stones together. But what's even more beautiful is the movement that's created, you know, in each of these segments by this like sort of claw-like setting that's very signature to Marina B. And it was sort of her innovation that she brought to the jewelry world of another way to present round stones without having to drill into them and sort of, you know, creating like it holds around, it, you know, envelops around the stone and also creates a design element at the same time. Now this necklace is, if I remember, like 37 inches. It says 36 inches. It's from the 1980s. You see the carnelian, onyx, and gold beads on it. And when we put it on as a double, there's a beautiful clasp on it. This is usually why I have somebody helping me, but everyone's on vacation. When you put it on as a double, if I can put it on as a double, it's beautiful as a double necklace. I'm going to take this off because, again, not that they don't look good together, but this is really a standalone. Now, I'd so much rather own something like this than another gold chain or something, you know, it's just unique and it's has historical value and it's beautiful and it adds a pop of color, especially for someone like me who wears a lot of black. And the funny thing is I've also taken this necklace, obviously, you know, you can wear it as a long chain, but you can also lariat it. So you can hook it in the chain and like literally lariat it. You're wearing like a long shift dress and you just have it sort of going down and it becomes sort of, you know, a sexy, you know, you wouldn't think to lariat it. You just think to put it on as a long chain. but you could absolutely hook it in to a place and just, you know, lariat the chain, but even simply as just a long chain, it's beautiful. Yeah, I mean, you probably could wear it as a bracelet, right? It is. You know, I'm very into versatile jewelry because, again, I'm mindful with the way people spend their money. I know that a lot of the things you're seeing are not inexpensive, but it's about knowing that if you tire of them, there will be a resale for them. And that doesn't mean on just any signed vintage jewelry. You know, you also have to know what signed vintage jewelry is going to do well. Like, I stay away from commercial signed vintage jewelry. When I say commercial, you know, although I'm a huge fan of Aldo Ciapullo, who created the love bracelet and the nail bracelet for Cartier, I don't play in that world because it's a very tight market. It's it's become more of a uniform item. You know, it's so recognizable. And again, that's what all of the jewelry houses did in the 80s. They started having patterns and designs that they could build entire collections out from, and take one design element and literally have entire collections from it that became very signature and recognizable to the brand. So just to see this one up close, love this necklace. You have like a nice choker to wear with it, or even just, you know, another gold chain. It's really a beautiful necklace. And what I would layer it with is my next newest find, which, talk about like quintessential curb chain. We have ASC 5607, which is Cartier's Figaro chain. Not something that's made anymore. And I just got this over the holidays, but look at this. I mean, talk about curb chain that is curb chain. This weighs in at 91 grams of gold. So this is seriously luxurious. And to me, someone's everyday leave it on necklace. You do have to have a small neck for this. I would say, like, I'm borderline. It might not even be my best choice. I think someone who can wear a 14.5, 15-inch length necklace, this is perfect for. But I love the design element. I love that it's curb chain. When I find a good curb chain, I've had a couple of Bulgari over time. You know, these are the kind of things I look to create as someone's everyday leave it on necklace versus buying, you know, another paperclip chain or things that are sort of more uniform pieces that everybody's wearing the same thing. I'm really for the girls who want to create their own personal style, and it's fun, you know, and I never, you know, I'll have a client come in and I never know what it's gonna look like when they sit down at the chair, and it just sort of gets created as we go. And look how beautiful the Marina B chain looks layered with this piece, even if I had it doubled. So this is 15.5 inches long, 18 karat gold. Again, 91 grams of gold, so it's quite luxurious. I've never really had a Cartier curb chain like this, so again, really loving this. It's definitely an investment, but it's great that it's signed Cartier. And, you know, either wear it alone or you start to layer on the next piece. And what I would put on with it is ASC 5180, which is another fun favorite front-facing Cartier hoop. I'm gonna put one on and then I'll show you the other one up close. You can see the work on here. It's sort of got like the bamboo vine, like the bamboo background with like the vine-like diamond design around it. And I love front-facing hoops because they frame your face. And they, see how it looks on? So now I'm building a little bit of a Cartier story in this. And I mean, you go out, you're done for the day. Like, you have your earrings, you have a great Cartier necklace. You don't need a lot. It's not about quantity. To me, it's always about buying things that, right? I mean, this is a great earring, Hillary. Again, you'll see, I'm starting to build a Cartier story. We went from one story and now we're gonna build into a Cartier story. So just to show you again, So right now this earring is also, it's not pierced, but we can easily add a post to it. Sometimes I don't do that because I think with people's ears, it's better to have a clip on because you can sit it up higher on the ear. But just to see that front facing hoop, it's really good. And timeless, again, classic timeless jewelry. And then what I would add to that is my next favorite Cartier chain, which is the equestrian link chain. You know, building on the Cartier story, we have ASC 5101. And we have this 31.5-inch chain with very signature, you can see the equestrian link that can be worn as a long chain, which I'll show you first, just to add to the story. Well, I guess we'll put Marina B over here for a while, but in my opinion, it all works together, and I'm sort of go bigger, but for keeping it, you know, simple and chic, you can see, just to come up a little closer, you can see the Figaro chain now with the equestrian link and the Cartier earring. And then for those of you who want to have more versatility, you can actually wear this Cartier equestrian chain. You can wear this one doubled, and instead of getting the Figaro chain, you can have this one as a doubled every day that you can wear it long. There's a little more versatility with this one. But again, just such a timeless, you know, timeless, it reads Hermes, Cartier, everyone had, you know, the nautical influence, the equestrian influence in their jewelry. And this one is a little less common than some of the other Cartier chains. Gold Cartier chain is very hard to come by also. It's very scarce on the market. It's to find things that don't have diamonds in it, which make it super wearable. I think, you know, COVID really changed that whole trajectory of really people wanting wearable jewelry that was not going to sit in their vault for special occasions. So I love the whole look of and the layering of all these pieces together. I think it's really, it works. I'm ready to go out. Cocktails later, Hillary? I was gonna say I'm ready to go out. I'm all dressed. I had my hair done, my jewelry. So we're gonna change up the earrings now and go from the Cartier front-facing hoops. We can pull a beautiful pair of Bulgari white and yellow gold butterfly earrings. Look how beautiful these are. And you can see, I'm actually gonna show you, I'll put one on, and then I'm gonna show you the other one close. You can see this one. It's a great clip on. We can also add a post to it. So again, it depends how you want it to, you want to wear it on your ear. Camera around so you can see the detail work on the butterfly. So you have the white gold side of the butterfly, and then the yellow gold has these little stars with diamonds in the center. And, you know, just a very easy to wear, not often found Bulgari earring, the butterfly, which again, it works beautiful with the Cartier story as well. What can I tell you about these? The measurements on the earrings are 2.5 by 2 centimeters. Signed Bulgari, obviously 18 karat gold. They're just, you know, they don't have a post on them for pierced ears right now, but I don't see why that couldn't be put on if that's important for you. And it's from the Farfalle collection from Bulgari. And again, you know, easy to wear, things that you aren't going to grow tired of, that this is perfect day into evening jewelry. And another favorite, who doesn't love butterflies? Love butterflies. See how pretty? Love the butterflies. Still have my Wade bracelet on. And then I will share with you, I'm gonna share with you, we're gonna go from Cartier curb chain to, you know, sort of the grand Dom of Bulgari curb chain, which is ASC 5474. We have an 18 karat white and yellow gold, 35-inch chain, which is super, like this is really luxurious chain. We're talking about close to 200 grams of gold, so it's solid gold. And the length is such a great length for doubling or for wearing long. And I mean, I love this. I'm going to take off the Cartier necklace first because bye-bye Cartier. One more look. Anybody have any questions before I go? I love the pattern in this Cartier, how you have the elongated. It's almost like they had the idea for the elongated paperclip way before we even knew we were going to do a paperclip. Before the paperclip was going to become a thing. So watch how beautiful this one looks on when it's doubled. Now, for those like who want to go like next level, go big or go home, I mean, how great is this also as just your everyday palette? You know, it's a great doubled necklace, but it's such a chic, beautiful statement long. And I love the design element in the middle with the white gold, that you sort of have a pattern. And it's not just straightforward one design curb chain that's signed Bulgari. It has a little bit of a motif in it, and I love the mixed metals on this. But, you know, there's nothing really to say about this other than it's a find. We try very hard to find Bulgari chain, curb chain especially. There is not much left in the vintage market. So these things are highly collectible, but super wearable. You know, not things that you have to think about when you're gonna put it on. Do I have a special occasion for it? They're not, you know, they're easy to wear. And I love this design element in the back with the white gold that breaks up the segments, gives it a little more of a cool look to it. Let's see where we're going after that so I can decide if I need to leave. Actually, I'm gonna put this on long so you can just see the length on this one. Signed and numbered. You can see the signature in the back here. All of our jewelry we have authenticated, and everything has, you know, a guarantee from us of its authenticity, so that's never a problem. You know, you have to be really careful who you look at signed vintage jewelry with these days, because, you know, there is a problem with, you know, I'm very careful who I deal with and get involved with in terms of signed vintage jewelry, because there is a lot of you know, copies and things out there, especially in the Alhambra world. There's a big world of copies out there. But just look at the beautiful length on this chain. I mean, it's a statement piece. It's just, I didn't close it correctly, so it's a little twisted, but just wanted to share that before I add one more Bulgari super piece for the day, because it's New Year's Eve and we might as well have something also that is extremely hard to find anymore, which is a Bulgari Spiga bracelet, tricolor, ASC 5491 with the diamond accent. So this Spiga is that chevron design that you see from Bulgari. This is old. I think they've now started to relaunch some of this look with the chevron design. But I would say of all the Bulgari, the chevron Serpente is really my favorite. It's got that 70s, you know, totally 70s look to it. Very comfortable, because I have a small wrist. I would say this bracelet is good for a small to a medium-sized wrist, because you have the flexibility. It opens up, it closes. You have the tricolor gold. I mean, this is truly, you know, fun to share, because not something that's easy to find or easy to access anymore. If anybody has one, again, if there are any fun, cool signed vintage pieces that people are looking to sell, I also invite you to come reach out to us on Instagram, because we love to see what's available. We're always looking for cool Bulgari. And This is really a wow factor piece. You don't even need anything else with this one. It's just, you know, standalone. I might not wear any other jewelry other than this and a ring and go out because it's that fabulous. You know, if there's certain things that if I were, you know, the things that I want to own is curb chain, a Bulgari Serpente with the original, you know, Spiga chevron design on it. It's all about the chevron design. I actually don't really love some of the newer modern Bulgari pieces because I feel like, you know, it's not as elegant. You know, there's something timeless about the 70s pieces from a lot of the design houses. It's a good one, Rena, right? You know, it's only January. We could, you know, put this on the, we could start putting these things on the wish list already, right? It's never soon to start putting things on the wish list. So, moving on, I have, what do I have? Actually, I still have a lot of pieces for some reason today. So maybe I will share one David Webb ring, which is ASC 5185, which people seem to love. If you're out there, Basma, this is for you. I'm showing the geometric David Webb ring that actually has an opening. For those of you, some of you have bigger knuckles in your ring size. This ring is actually a 5.5, but you know, a lot of people, everybody wants like a beautiful, just all gold ring that has no diamonds in it that you can sort of wear every day. You see it against the backdrop of my dress with the Bulgari chain on. Again, these are sort of just easy staple statement. You know, clearly I like chunky jewelry and the statement jewelry. You can see David Webb's hammered gold design that was, you know, something that he really worked on perfecting. The ring's great. You know, David Webb really perfected not only his particular color of gold he was going to use, but that hammered design and the step. He was very into architecture. You see the Greek influence of the steps here. A lot of his jewelry is very architectural. He was he's very into colored stones, and I think that was his other passion. If he hadn't gone into jewelry, it probably would be, you know, a more architectural direction. So just sharing, this was a fan favorite, and again, very hard to find, just an all gold ring from David Webb. You can see the beautiful step design on it. And to pair it, we'll put it with a great pair of David Webb earrings, just so that we get a little David Webb story going on before I move on to my last two Italian pieces that we just purchased, which this is ASC 5184, and this is our front-facing hoop. Again, you see that like almost like the column, you know, design and a lot of Greek influence in his designs. But I also love his attention to detail, because although these are clip-ons, he does have design for right and a left. And I kind of call these the front-facing hoop door knockers, but really good, wearable, no diamonds on them. Just easy, fun. You know, again, like I'm just showing you like a look. You have on your David Webb earrings, you have a great gold chain on, you have on a gold ring. It's low-key, but chic, sophisticated, timeless, right, very architectural his designs are. It's really fun to look in, to really learn about the designers and what really influenced them, like why I'm obsessed with, Aldo Ciapullo and how much time he spent in the hardware store, and how you see the influence of what he brought to jewelry, like everywhere now. Everybody from foundry to everyone is now, it's all about the carabiners and the connectors and the hardware for jewelry. And that's really, where did that start? As far as I know, Aldo Ciapullo really, played a big role in that. So moving on from that, now we have our David Webb story. I'm gonna end with two very cool new pieces of Vernier that are modern, but came to us. They're no longer made by Vernier. And one is ASC 5619, this beautiful rose gold and wood bracelet. You can see the wood in between every link. It's a little smudged right now because I've had my hands all over it, but just to see, it's really beautiful the way they do this. Talk about going from like vintage to like really beautiful, modern, clean Italian jewelry. This is, you know, I love things that are so well made and so well done, and you can see the attention to detail in all the design elements that they use. It makes it very, again, and just, you know, you don't even need anything else. You could add other pieces, but this is a great, I mean, I would almost add a different kind of a link, an open link to this if you did want to add something to it. But this is by Vernier. I happen to be a fan of their jewelry, so it's always fun when we get something back in the resale market. I'm not aware that this is currently made, and I know that the price that we are offering is way below what it ever retailed for. So that's always, you know, exciting as well, that I could bring that. And it's beautiful rose gold. Their rose gold is so soft and subtle that you could mix it very easily with yellow and white. It has a very soft, realize we never got, there's always one thing that gets forgotten each show, and this one was getting the photos to you for the, these last two pieces of jewelry. So I guess I will share the earrings quickly as we're running out of time, which is ASC 5602, just so you can see the matching earrings. And I think this shape is more recognizable to people of Vernier. You see the bracelets and the necklets. It's more like these bullet shapes. But again, it's gold and wood and just sort of easy to wear, not too dressy. Great day into evening earring. It's an 18 karat gold, rose gold, and jet with the, and there's, I guess she described them as cone shaped links. The length of the earring is 2.5 inches off the ear, but they're super tailored still. I think they're still a tailored earring. And, you know, just to finish off another story, here's the Vernier bracelet. Oh, we did find the Vernier bracelet, or maybe not. I don't know what bracelet's up there right now. Ooh, that's interesting. We are definitely not looking at the Cartier Mohango, so maybe I should end it there. There's no Cartier Walking Panther bracelet on today, so I wonder if our numbers got a little mixed up at the end. But what do you think, Joshua? Does anyone have any questions? Anything I can revisit or share with you, or any more information, or anything you want to revisit before we go off in a minute? So happy to answer any questions. This is a fun way to start 2025. I might try to make it lots of different locations so that we have more fun with the locations moving forward this winter. Let's see how it goes, how easy it is to stream from different locations. And otherwise, you know, it's fun to go where the fun is when it's cold out. And I wish everyone, thank you, Rena. I wish everyone a very happy and a healthy new year. I look forward to building an audience here at Luxury. Promise to continue building my audience, and I'm always open to hearing anything that you're all looking for. Please feel free to reach out. Amy Segal Jewelry, at Amy Segal Jewelry on my Instagram. And Rena, you're the best, always tuning in. And Hillary, if you're still around, thank you so much for coming on today. It was good to see everyone. Have a great day.